Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Not a solid day yesterday. The Ravens' pass game did not end up playing as good as I wanted them to. So that really obviously affected a couple of the lines here. Tyler Huntley did his thing. He ended up going just barely over on his total yardage. Ended up getting a passing touchdown too. So either way, like I said, it would have worked out that way. Shamar Bridges, I don't even think got a catch, man. I seen him on the field. He got a couple targets. He didn't even get a single catch. It's a bummer there. Antonio Williams ended up playing like every single quarter. Finished with like 72 yards. Started off the game with like 4 catches. They didn't run the ball at all. The Giants didn't. They started the game with like 4 catches. They just he would just leak out of the field like a little Texas route or a little out route from the backfield, and they would just dump it to him. And he was getting like 12 yards a pop. So he got 72 total yards yesterday, and I think like 60 or 50 of it was receiving. So unfortunately with Antonio Williams, I did not think he was going to end up playing that much. Jalen Ringer would get a push. He got 4 targets, so he got the targets, just didn't end up getting over on the total receptions there. And then Jason Huntley, this is a little bit of a preseason woe on that. That was a mistake for me. I didn't realize that the Philadelphia Eagles are probably going to play more of their starters this week. I didn't see anything saying that they were going to, so kind of got bit in the butt there with Jason Huntley because the top 2 guys ended up taking a whole lot of his carries, so he obviously didn't get as many touches as he did week 1, so that's a bummer there. But I've got 3 today that I absolutely love. I'm only giving 3 because I absolutely love these 3. I don't want to extend it. I know these 3 are going to be winners, so let's get it. Real quick, if you guys are new to Underdog Fantasy, make sure that you there's a link down in the description I have that automatically takes you to the App Store where you can download Underdog Fantasy. Also throws in my TAKEMYSHOT code when you guys sign up for that. So when you make your first deposit, it helps me out big time, as well as it gives you a 100% deposit match up to $100. So if you throw in $20, for example, you'll get actually $40, and they'll give you another $20 free just to bet on for funsies, a little risk-free bets for fun. And so that is always nice as well to get those risk-free bets. Also helps me out, like I said, big time if you guys use my code TAKEMYSHOT. Because all my picks every single day are always going to be Underdog Fantasy picks. I think it's the best player prop betting app out there. With that being said, now let's get to today's picks. All right, baby, coming hot with the lock of the day. The lock of the day is going to be coming from the Monday Night Football game tonight. Give me Desmond Ridder over a touchdown pass. 0.5 touchdown passes for him today. Last week, they are taking on the Jets this week, the Falcons are. Last week, the Jets gave up 242 yards passing and 2 passing touchdowns last week. Ridder had 22 pass attempts and had 2 passing touchdowns last week in his matchup. I looked everywhere. I scoured the internet. I didn't see anything saying that Ridder was going to get more time or less time, or Marcus Mariota was going to play longer. It just kind of depends on what a coach is feeling like, because I couldn't find anything anywhere. I'm sure Mariota's going to take some snaps, but I'm sure Desmond Ridder's going to get the majority of them like he did last week. No reason to think why he can't get at least a touchdown pass in this one. So I'm liking Desmond Ridder. The Jets showed last week they gave up a couple touchdown passes to some backup quarterbacks last week. I'm liking Desmond Ridder today over a touchdown pass. Let's get it. Next up, we'll go with the opposite quarterback. We're going to go with Mike White over his 120.5 yards today. As far as I saw, the Jets reported that Joe Flacco may take a single series. They're not expecting Joe Flacco to play like a whole first quarter or anything like that. So Mike White is going to play from the second series all the way to the end of the first half. So Mike White should be out there for a solid amount of time, playing a bit, I wouldn't say abysmal, but like not a great secondary for the Falcons, and especially a team that's not deep in the secondary. So Mike White, who's played, real time in the NFL, got real snaps. He's had great performances in the NFL. I like the chance for Mike White to have a really solid day today. I was really tempted to take the pass. He also had a 0.5 touchdown line. I was really tempted to take that. I might end up taking that in like a later day slip if I end up thinking about it some more. But I like his yards today. I think he's going to be able to dot it up pretty well. Jets have some good depth at the wide receiver position. Obviously, Garrett Wilson might get a couple snaps. Elijah Moore will get a couple of snaps. He's going to be able to connect with Elijah Moore a couple times like he did last week. I like their depth. Braxton Berrios. They have a lot of guys. I like their depth for the Jets. So I think he's going to have good weapons. I think he's going to get a solid amount of touches and passes. He threw 20 passes last week. He got the most time of all 3 quarterbacks last week. And, of course, Zach Wilson's not playing this week. So he'll get a whole first half. The Falcons really lack depth in the secondary. So I'm liking Mike White today to go over 120 yards passing today. And for our last play of the day, we're going to go ahead and head over to the Yankees versus Mets game today. The Yankees are struggling. They are on the struggle bus bad right now. And today they got to take on Max Scherzer. So it's going to be another rough one today for the Yankees. And I'm going to say it's going to be a rough one for Domingo Germán today. We're going to go with Domingo Germán under 4.5 strikeouts. Not a guy that gets a whole lot of starts on the year. He's only got about 4, if I'm not mistaken, 4 starts in the year so far this year. And he's only gone over this 5 strikeouts, 0 times. Hasn't done it a single time this year. And the Mets are a top least strikeout team in the league. And recently they're staying right around their average, about 7 strikeouts a game. Domingo, in his last matchup he has thrown against the Mets this season, he only got 2 strikeouts, and his pitch count is only about 80. So if he has one bad inning, he's only going to be in there for about 4 innings, which is what he did in his last matchup. Only played about 4.2 innings versus the Mets last time. So I'm liking Domingo Germán to go under 4.5 strikeouts today, and that would round out all 3 of our picks for today. All right, guys, so with that being said, it is going to be a perfect 3 slip today. It's going to be it. I don't think I'm going to force a 5er today. Haven't hit in quite some time. Kind of been struggling a little bit, but you know, that happens. We have highs, we have lows. I'm just going to continue to ride it every day. I'm loving these 3 plays a lot. I'm just trying to not overthink, but trying to, you know, think enough where I'm making solid plays. That's why I'm liking these 3s a lot. So give me the lock of the day. It's going to be Desmond Ridder over 0.5 touchdowns passing. Then give me Mike White over 120.5 yards passing. And then give me Domingo Germán under 4.5 strikeouts versus the red-hot Mets. Well, decently hot, not like super red-hot, but the struggling Yankees for sure. So give me Domingo Germán under 4.5 strikeouts to round out today's perfect 3 slip. All right, guys, with that being said, that's going to wrap up today's video. I know we've been struggling. We have been on the struggle bus rough since like about last week, since about the 11th, the 12th, the 13th. It's been since about the 13th since we've had a couple of solid days here. But that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you have really great weeks. Sometimes you have really bad weeks. That's just the nature of sports betting. But thank you guys for sticking around. Just loving these 3 plays today. Not going to force anything big. With that being said, guys, I think my next off day is either Saturday or Sunday. So I will catch you guys either Saturday or Sunday. Peace.